ACMC portion of the show every other Tuesday. And joining me is Tina Stasiewski. Did I get close?
Yeah, it's sh instead of the ch. Stasiewski.
Stasiewski. Okay. I always have trouble with her last name. Tina, good to see you. It's been a while.
Good to see you. Yes, it has been.
You're filling in for Dr. Flesher, I believe? Or,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is out of the country, so
Is he really?
You're stuck with me.
No, I'm not stuck with you. You're always great to have a pretty girl on the show.
Oh, thank you.
And you're talking ACMC's 110th anniversary?
Yes. ACMC, the doors to the hospital opened in 1904. And just as a little bit more history, the hospital was kind of built out of the Great Train Disaster of 1876. And there wasn't a hospital in the city of Ashtabula.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So the tragedy was compounded because there wasn't a hospital. Community members actually opened their doors, patients were treated in homes, but the community then came together and said, this could happen again, we need a hospital. So in that amount of time, they set forth organizing, raising money, and in June of 1904, the doors opened, and at that time, the hospital was called Ashtabula General Hospital.
Was that the one that went off the bridge?
Yes.
Or, no
Yes,
kidding.
it is. Yeah.
I read stories about that, but I had no clue that ACMC wasn't even there then.
No, we weren't. We really started as a small one-room wooden structure, and today have grown to what we are with the entire system, which includes the hospital in Glen Bay and home health, the ACMC Foundation.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing transformation in 110 years.
Premier Fitness too is involved.
Premier, correct. Yeah.
Are we going to have a special celebration?
We do. We're kicking off the celebration on Saturday, June 28th, with our block party.
This coming Saturday.
This coming Saturday. It's from 10 to 2, right on the front part of the ACMC campus. We'll have the white tents. We haven't had one of the block parties in probably 4, maybe 5 years, but it will be a variety of health screenings, everything from your typical blood pressure and glucose to blood typing. You'd be amazed at the number of people who don't know what their blood type is. So you'll have a little card that you can carry with you in the event that you would ever need a transfusion. We also will do bone density. We will do carotid artery screenings, which can predict your risk for stroke. We will have Dr. Chokse, who's, I believe, has been on your show, and he's coming back next month.
Yes.
He will be doing a breathing screening to help test for whether you have the potential for asthma or whether allergies may be interfering with your breathing. Respiratory therapy will be there doing their pulse oximetry, which measures the level of oxygen in your bloodstream. Plus then just a variety of health information from our wound center, our behavioral medicine unit, the skilled nursing unit, radiology, pretty much any clinical department that we have in the hospital will have a booth at the 110th anniversary celebration.
Wow.
Some games. We will have a bounce house, which I have promised everyone will be, it's an industrial strength bounce house, not one from, that you could get at a store and put in your backyard. So we shouldn't have strong winds that blow it away. We'll also
That's
have,
all you need.
Yes. We'll also have a fire truck, a police car, an ambulance, and the city of Ashtabula has a military vehicle that was donated to it from the Department of Homeland Security. And we're scheduled to have that on site too, so that attendees can just kind of take a look at it, maybe even get in it and see what it's like to sit in that.
I think, and I can't think of the gentleman's name that worked with the wound unit that you mentioned.
Craig Frasina.
Craig, yeah.
Yes.
He's been on the show a couple times. Yeah. Good kid.
He's been a great addition to our staff. I think he's been with us about 4 years now.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah, very much so.
So I congratulate you. I had no idea this was 110th anniversary. And again, I had no idea that terrible tragedy in Ashtabula was the beginning of this hospital.
Yes.
Unbelievable. You've done a lot, ECMC. Also, your safety scores.
Yeah, there is an organization called the Leapfrog Group, which is made up of national businesses that came together because they wanted some input in the quality of healthcare that they then buy, basically, with signing insurance contracts and sending their employees to hospitals. So they came together and formed the Leapfrog Group. The Leapfrog Group then works with another organization to conduct a safety survey. And when I say conducted, it's not really anything that we reply to. They go out and collect data. And hospitals don't have a choice as to whether or not they participate in this survey. 25,000 hospitals, their data was collected, and ACMC scored an A.
Really?
Which is the highest score. Only 32% of the hospitals in the country received an A grade. We are the only hospital in Ashtabula County to receive that, and the closest one in Ohio is down in Geauga County.
Okay.
So it's a testament again to the hard work that our staff does. Some examples are protection from accidents, injuries, infections. ACMC has gone 7 years without a ventilator-acquired pneumonia in the hospital. Yes, and 2010 was the last time that we had a central line infection from a patient in the hospital. So we pay strict attention to making sure that when you come into the hospital for care, you don't get sicker when you're there.
And that happens.
And it does. You're around other people who are sick. It's very easy for germs to be passed, or if you're there for a while and you're on a ventilator, you are at risk for developing pneumonia.
Sure.
So for us to go 7 years without a patient, it's almost unheard of.
Yeah, yeah. Before we go any further, I didn't ask you, I don't think we talked about the time that starts on.
Oh, it is 10 to 2 on Saturday
10
for
to
the
2.
110th anniversary celebration.
And that'll be in the parking lot.
It's in the very front parking lot of the Cancer Center building. You won't be able to miss it because we'll be under the white tents.
White tents, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a very big graduation party or wedding
Is that on the side of the hospital itself or across the street?
Right on the hospital campus.
Right on the campus, okay.
And Lake Avenue will be blocked off from 24th to 26th, and that's where the fire truck and the military vehicle will be. So if you end up parking across Lake Avenue, you'll have a safe place that you can cross and not have to worry about traffic.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's important. That's important. Also, my notes have CFHC updates.
Conneaut Family Health Center updates.
Oh, okay.
I was tired of writing.
Yeah. I got you. Now I know what you're talking about.
The healthcare is all about acronyms, and I joked with Ken Frame, who is going to do a stand-up comedy routine. Ken is our chief nursing officer. That somebody should write a routine just based on hospital acronyms, because it would probably be hilarious, but it might only be funny to those of us who know what all of those acronyms are. The facility's been open since March, and Dr. Rufa has quickly become one of our most popular and busiest physicians. It's been
love the guy.
Such a warm welcome here in Conneaut for ACMC, and for him, we are just full of gratitude for that. We continue with the walk-in appointments for lab and radiology. Dr. Rufa does accept walk-in appointments for family practice visits, but individuals should know that scheduled appointments are going to take priority. So you might walk in at 10 a.m., but it's possible you wouldn't really be able to be seen until 1 or 2. So I just kind of want to clarify that. But he is accepting patients still. So if you'd like to schedule with him.
Oh, is he still taking patients?
Yes, he is. Our lab area is open some early hours, so that if you're having a fasting blood test, you're not going to work, you can go in at 7:30 and have that blood work done and then eat your breakfast. The radiology area was just inspected by the Ohio Department of Health, which is what has to happen, and it passed with flying colors.
Good, good. I'll tell you what, Dr. Rufa has really taken the town by storm. He's like last fall he wasn't even, I don't think he was even started here yet.
No, he was still seeing patients in Ashtabula at that point.
He was our football physician. He actually was donating time to do that because he likes kids, and got involved with the Rotary here, and just got involved with the community, and has really, as you said, taken the area by storm.
Yes.
And we wanted to have him back, but he's so busy, it's hard to break him free.
Right, I'm afraid to take him away from his patients.
You're right,
at
right.
this point to schedule him on the show.
Yeah.
But I promise he'll be back sometime before the end of the year.
Well, his original intent was to come back on maybe once a month, but then once the facility opened up, he's been really, really busy. I think that's a tremendous thing for our town. We really were in need of physicians to help out here, and certainly that's taking place. Tina, I don't know where you find the time to do all this stuff, because you're involved in a lot of different things, and always active and busy. Anything else coming up at the hospital?
The hospital sponsors the Big Bands on the Beach program with the city of Ashtabula every year.
Oh,
so it's on Walnut Beach. The next one is July 6th, and then there's one on July 20th and August 17th. I believe, are the dates.
Yeah.
And they're from 4 to 6 down at Walnut Beach. Bring your lawn chair, an umbrella if you want to stay out from under the sun.
Some older folks absolutely love going there.
It's great. And usually each time we have one of our professionals there doing some type of a screening and or doing a 5 to 10 minute presentation during the intermission.
Oh.
So not only do you get to listen to great music and have a relaxing afternoon, but you learn a little bit about healthcare and potentially an issue that you may have.
Now Walnut Beach is the one that's down from Hillmax, right? It's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Down Lake Avenue.
It's not Lake
Walnut.
Shore.
No.
It's Walnut. Okay.
Walnut Beach.
Okay.
And the concession stands are open this year, so.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they? When I was there a couple of years ago, they were not, but they
Yeah.
are. Do they have a stage there?
It is. It's a platform that's the same level as the concession stand. It's just off to, if you were facing it, it's off to the right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I gotcha. I hear it's very, very popular.
It's wonderful. It's one of the things that I enjoy of my job. I'm down there on the days that we sponsor it, and it's just great for me too. Like
Sure.
I said, it's a relaxing Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
A great
4 to
way-
6.
4 to 6.
And do it early enough where you're not out late. And,
Right, and it might still be pretty hot depending on the weather, but there's some shade from the trees.
Good.
And as I said, other individuals just bring their beach umbrellas and their lawn chairs and sit and have a good time.
Write this on your calendar. The dates are July 6th, which would be...
They're all Sundays.
They're all Sundays, so it would be next Sunday, right? A week from this Sunday. July 20th and August 17th. So, if you want some good... I know some of the musicians that perform in those bands, and they're very, very good.
I did bring my cheat sheet. July 6th is the Ed Michaels Jazz Ensemble.
Okay.
July 20th is Primetime Big Band. And then August 17th is the Tony Esposito Big Band.
Tony. Yeah. Yeah, known him forever.
I think he closes the series every year. He's
does he?
one of the more popular. Yes.
Okay. Okay, very talented man. You also have a thing called Can't Breathe Easy.
Correct. It is for children with asthma, ages 7 to 12. And it's a week-long half-day camp that runs from 8:30 until noon. They go on field trips to various locations, but the most important part of Can't Breathe Easy is teaching the children with asthma what their triggers are. We don't want those kids to think that they can't be active, they can't be out playing with their friends, they can't do those same things, because they can. They just need to know what triggers their asthma and then what to do. So that's a lot of what they're taught over that week. They receive a free asthma kit that has an inhaler in it and some other information that they can keep with them. They participate in activities, and it's a fun learning experience for them.
Well, that's important, because it seems like so many kids today have asthma. My son had it. Now they say you always have it, but he kind of outgrew it.
Did he?
When he got older, yeah. But we had an expert on it here on the show a few weeks ago. It was fascinating to me because I don't know that much about it. I don't suffer from it, but it's scary. I mean, it's a scary thing.
And it helps if the children are aware of their triggers and what to do. I think it helps alleviate the anxiety of the people who are around them when that asthma attack comes on.
Absolutely.
And Dr. Choksay will play a role in Can't Breathe Easy this year because of his specialty with allergies and immunology.
Yeah, it might have been
asthma.
him that was telling me about this stuff.
I
I think it was. And I interviewed so many doctors, I get mixed up.
They run together.
Yeah, they kind of run together. But it's good for me because they always tell me, well, okay, you need to get this taken care of.
But do you follow up?
I do.
Good.
I listen. I never used to, but I'm getting too old now not to pay attention. Hey, now, again, I want to go back over this before I let you go, Tina.
Sure.
110th anniversary. This coming Saturday is the health fair.
Yes. It is our block party where we will have a variety of health screenings and health information. There will also be some of the booths have games that they'll offer. We're going to give all the kids a piece of sidewalk chalk and they can decorate the parking lot.
We love to do that.
There's a free lunch, a light lunch while supplies last. Everyone who comes will receive a goodie bag with some health information in it. Everything again from blood pressure and your blood sugar to carotid artery screenings, bone density screenings, information about wound care, asthma, other radiology procedures, other things with cardiac services. Our behavioral medicine unit will be there, the skilled nursing unit, OB physicians. Our ear, nose, and throat physician, Dr. Papsadero, is planning to be there, as well as Dr. Atagopola, who's one of our pediatricians. You'll see us underneath the white tents from 10 to 2 on Saturday, June 28th.
All free.
All free.
You can have any food?
Yes, the lunch is, I'm hoping that I have this right. It's hot dogs and baked chips and probably a fruit cup or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's healthy. I'm pretty sure they're turkey hot dogs.
Yeah, you know, everybody's going to get hungry, and a hot dog isn't going to kill you. You know,
everything in moderation is okay. So one hot dog is all right.
This again is Saturday, and so there will be. If you're gonna be there for lunch, you can pick up a hot dog, some chips, and maybe a fruit.
Yeah, it's either a piece of fruit or a fruit cup.
Okay, sounds good. I learned so much today, Tina, that I did not know. I mean, I've been following that tragedy for years that happened in Ashtabula. Had no clue that was what sparked ACMC getting started. I had no idea that you wouldn't have a hospital in 2000 or 1904 in Ashtabula. I had no clue.
No.
Wow.
I did not. And the Ladies Railroad Auxiliary was the precursor to our current volunteer auxiliary. They were the ones who really launched the fundraiser to build the hospital. And today's volunteers donate over 27,000 hours of service to the hospital every single year.
They do?
Yes.
27,000?
27,000. They work in the gift shop. They're in the clinical units, you know, up in the endoscopy waiting area. They're in the surgical waiting area, taking care of family members and giving them information about their loved one who's having the procedure. They're in our pre-admission testing area. They deliver magazines and so forth to patients on the floors. But it's 27,000 hours.
How important is that? I mean, that is great.
It is tremendous, because all of that, everything that they do is something that is desperately needed to be done at the hospital. And if we had to pay staff to do that, that would be less resources that we would have to do the investments that we are here in Conneaut and in Jefferson and at our main campus.
Right.
So they're an invaluable part of the team.
I got to congratulate ACMC for their anniversary and the fact that they invested so much in this county. I can't thank you enough either for what you did on the West End here in Conneaut with the Conneaut facility.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And it's really something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Mike Kabowski, our CEO, has mentioned when he's been on the $56 million that leaves the county every single year. They're healthcare dollars because people receive care outside of Ashtabula County.
Right.
And if even half of that money stayed here, imagine what we could do.
He has mentioned that.
So recognizing that people are leaving the county partly because they didn't have access to the care is why we're investing and expanding. Yeah. Because we want people to be able to stay close to home. It's more convenient. It's less time off work. It means your family doesn't have to travel to visit you. It means that those dollars that you're spending eating out in Cleveland or in Erie, you're spending here in Ashtabula and supporting one of our local businesses.
Sure. Yeah, that's a problem when they take it out of county. It really is. It's and think of the money that Tina just mentioned.
And with all the physicians that we've recruited in the last 2 years in particular, but even in the 10 years that I've been here, other than for really, really high-end procedures, you don't have to leave Ashtabula County for care. You can receive it right here.
Yeah, it's all here. So, thank you so much, Tina. I can't believe we did 25 straight minutes without a break.
That was fast.
And we covered quite a bit of ground here. And again, good luck with the Saturday block party.
Thank you. I will leave you a copy of the ad.
Please do. I'll announce it.
Great.
The next couple of days for you too. And maybe we'll be running into each other at the big bands on the beach.
That would be great. I would love to see you there.
Yeah, that sounds good.